Good evening. My name is Rochelle Crump, and I am president and founder of the National Women Veterans United. And this evening, I am excited to have the Honorable Karen Yarbrough, the recorder of deeds for Cook County. How you doing today, ma'am?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great. Happy to be on the show with you this evening.
Yeah, and we're happy to have you as
Thank
well.
you.
And I know you have some exciting and veteran initiatives going on. And one of the biggest programs that you have is the Discount Veterans Card for Veterans.
Yes.
I know we're going to talk about the program coming up October the 24th, but I can't tell you enough how important that card has been to many of us in the community. And we're still getting new people who have yet to get them. So I've been inviting a lot of people to come on October the 24th to this program so that they can get that card, and they can also get some of the services that you have so diligently reserved for veterans and military personnel to come. So we're going to start out by allowing you to just give us a briefing, if you will. I know you've been in the community for a long time doing a lot of things.
Yes,
30 minutes would not cover all the things that she has done, and that's real. So we are happy to be able to share this time with you today.
Well, thank you. It's all in the name of service. I mean, and to do service just feels good. Yes. It just does. So I'm the Cook County Recorder of Deeds, and I've been in that position now for 6 years. I will be transitioning, though, very soon to the clerk's office. And I guess it's been almost a year ago, there was an initiative on the ballot that asked if to consolidate the clerk's office with the recorder's office. While I did not support that, because I think that, you know, it's just going to be confusion really for people who use our office. When people come to the recorder's office, they know exactly what they're coming for. But nonetheless, the electorate said, you know, they wanted it consolidated. And so I will be, once I'm elected, and I'm running unopposed. I voted for myself the other day, so you know, I'm all good.
Absolutely.
But I will be the first African American, the first woman, and probably the first suburbanite that's held the seat of clerk. Now, you know, the clerk's office is concerned with vital records, tax services, and also elections, suburban elections. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I love the recorder's office because I love our outreach component.
Yes.
And we do a lot of outreach, and one of those is, of course, the Kevlars to Careers. It's coming up on Wednesday, October 24th, and we're really excited about that. We are the repository for you're a veteran, right?
Yes.
I meant to tell you thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I always try to remember to say that because, let me tell you a short story.
Sure, absolutely.
So I wanted to join the military when I came out of school, but at the time they wouldn't allow me because I had a daughter, and you couldn't, unless you gave up your child to somebody else, you couldn't do, you know, you couldn't go in the military.
Yes.
Of course, it's changed now, but I very much wanted to serve. So I found a way to serve.
Absolutely.
And you know, doing government. And so
that was my thought exactly.
Yeah. So I found a way to serve. But nonetheless, we are the repository for the military. When you leave the military, they give you what the form is called a DD-214, and we preserve those for perpetuity. And so when I came to recorder's office, the one thing I asked about, I said, so is there a place where veterans go to do this? And they said, well, we don't do much of that, you know. And I was kind of shocked, you know. And so then I asked one of the people, what was the process for doing this? And I said, well, they come here and then they go downstairs and then and I said, we treat our veterans like that? So they said, well, you know, we don't do very much. I said, okay, I see. This is some place I can do some good. So we created an office on the first floor. We had a big celebration. We opened the office, and now when veterans come to the Recorder of Deeds office, they can come in, they can have a seat. It's a welcoming room. There's all kinds of paraphernalia around the walls and what have you. We sign them up. You know, we record their DD-214. We give them a certificate of appreciation because we do appreciate their service. And then we do the discount card. And so people want that discount card because they use it in all of these. And I don't remember what the last count is, but there's about 200 vendors who have collaborated with us. And so we're very, very proud of that service.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes you run into veterans who basically have never, ever been in a position where they've been really thanked for their service. So giving them a certificate, welcoming them to an office that pretty much has that atmosphere of care. And that is so important to veterans. I can really speak to that. And I can honestly say that, you know, your staff has really been important to the community and welcoming those veterans.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know, I came up through the Vietnam era, and I especially I'm concerned about our Vietnam era vets. Not to say that you know, World War II or any of them, not to, you know, not to negate the work that they did, but it's the way the Vietnam vets were treated when they came home. I mean, it was a disgrace. And so every time I meet a Vietnam vet and know that they are one, I make a special point to thank them, you know, and apologize for this country not doing the same thing.
Absolutely. We're going to just take a minute and just say we're the National Women Veterans United talking about veterans issues today, and we have with us the Honorable Karen Yarbrough, the Recorder of Deeds Officer. You can give us a call at 312-738-1060 if you have a comment. And we're also going to talk about the program that is coming up on October the 24th. We're all excited about it. This is really a big to-do, I'll tell you. You don't want to miss this. You really don't want to miss this. So I'm going to basically go there now, and if you want to just tell them a little bit about it, you can tell them now.
Well, it's a resource fair, and it's to equip service members and veterans of all eras, active duty personnel, reservists, National Guard, everyone. It's for everyone. So it's Wednesday, October 24th, and it's going to be at Malcolm X College. And it starts at 10 o'clock. It's from 10 to 2. I can tell you about some of the vendors we're going to have there. Oh my goodness, I think we have 60 vendors this time, and so I'm really excited about that. We've got somebody I served with when I was in Springfield, Dr. Damon Arnold is going to be our keynote speaker. I'm so excited because he is, talk about a gentleman who has had a life of service, and of course he was in the military as well. He served in Springfield. He was over, I forgot what, public health, and what a terrific person. So I'm excited about him being there. We've got, oh my goodness, I've got this list of vendors. Let me just tell you about first of all, Blue Cross Blue Shield. City of Chicago is going to be there. Our office is going to be there, and we're going to be taking the pictures and creating the cards, the military discount cards. So you got to come out for that. The Forest Park Veteran Center is going to be there. Help Heal Veterans. What a terrific program. What a terrific program. We've got the Illinois Secretary of State's going to be there. The State Police. Jesse Brown's going to be there. Let's see, Operation Support Our Troops, partners in the community, so many groups of people who are there for our veterans. So now this is a resource fair, and shame on you if you don't come out and avail yourself to all of these resources that we've put together.
And it's free.
And it's free. Yes, it's free. We're going to have food. I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. So that's every reason why a person would want to come out.
That's why everybody needs to be there to join us. And definitely those veteran services, you'll be able to pick those up with the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs and the Federal Department of Veterans Affairs. So we're really looking forward to that. Also, you have been a staunch supporter of making sure that World War I celebration was honored.
Absolutely.
And we are
without a doubt. Yes. You know, anything we can do to to support and advance our veterans, we should be about doing that. You know, those of us who didn't get a chance to serve, you know, like I said, I wanted to, I couldn't, but I got to tell you, many of my family members, even today, are either in the military or have been in.
Yeah.
My dad was in World War II. He just passed away just this year. He was 92 years old.
Yeah.
My brothers, I've got nieces in the military now. One of them's a military, she's a nurse, an Army nurse, and she's so excited about being an Army nurse. At first, they weren't going to allow her because she had, I forget what, something, I think she had, diabetes.
Okay.
And at first, they weren't going to allow her to become a nurse, and she was so frustrated about that.
Yeah.
But she went to our congressman, and she told, you know, he could see the passion.
Story. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she told him her story about how she she was a nurse, but she wanted to be an Army nurse.
Yes.
So now she's an Army nurse, and so I'm so proud of her. She's a captain now.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I'm real excited. I have a niece down in Texas that's a captain in the Army. So our family is a military family.
Yes. And better so that you understand those things about veterans, you know, and those who are serving. And I have to say that you're one of the leaders here in the state of Illinois, you know, that are leading initiatives for veterans programs. And that's what veterans want. They want to be able to have other places to go other than the Department of Veterans Affairs, where they're not always so welcome. I want to say that. You know, I mean, they've done a great job in doing some new things. They have a great director now over at Jesse Brown VA. And they've had good ones along the way, too. But then we still have a lot of stigmas that are going on when veterans come for service. So, you know, having more opportunities to go to places like the Recorder of Deeds office and to get other things that are so welcoming there as well, it's important. It really is.
Well, we're glad to be of service. You know, we're a governmental office. Mostly we record deeds and, you know, those kinds of things. However, because we record the DD-214, that's the tie-in.
And you know, that is even more important that you talk about that DD-214. It really is, because I'll tell you, the horror stories are when a person gets very ill and or they pass and they cannot find that DD-214. And a lot of times they forget to check with the Recorder of Deeds because perhaps that person may have registered. They're always looking to go to the VA, and the VA does not necessarily have them. Not only do you record the Illinois ones, but you record the ones that are out of this state. Which is very important because of the fact that, you know, they're looking only in their home states and they don't find it here, you know. I mean, if they don't find it here, then they can always look at the Recorder of Deeds when they go to the VA and can't find it.
That's right.
And we've had a lot of instances like that. And I mean, unfortunately, when they can't find it, they don't get the honorable services at their funeral.
Yes.
You know?
Well, we have a very capable person that's over our Veterans Service Office. His name is Brian Cross. And Brian will go to the nth degree to help any veteran. We've had situations where, you know, a member has passed, and maybe they didn't have their DD-214 in our office, but then he'll comb around and he'll figure it out, you know, and he'll try to get it there so that they can, you know, get an honorable funeral service with the flag and all of that. And he works his fingers to the bone to do this. He's so dedicated. He's so dedicated.
That's how I met him, actually, with a troublesome case that I had with the Illinois, when I was with the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs as the assistant director, and we could not find that discharge anywhere. And we did contact your office, and Brian was the person who we engaged with, and he went out of his way, and we finally got that discharge paper.
That's wonderful.
And this was several years ago. It was several years ago.
He will do whatever it takes, you know, and then he'll work with the funeral home, and he'll do whatever it takes. So, you know, by all means, you know, call our office, 312-603-5050. Anytime you have a question about veterans services, if you want to get your DD-214, you know, recorded, you can do it at any one of our offices in the courthouses. But Brian Brian Cross is our guy, and what a terrific public servant.
Yeah, and give them your address as well.
Okay, we're at 118 North Clark, but we're also in the offices of, you know, the courthouses, you know,
Yes.
so you can find us there. But if you're downtown, absolutely come to 118 North Clark. We're on the first floor, and you'll see Brian there. We have a military. We have the flags and everything up there. You can't miss that office. And my son served in the military.
Oh,
He came out as a captain, and he just retired, and it was good for him.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was such a good experience. You know, he was in Desert Storm and what have you, but he's back home now, and we're glad that he's back home.
Yes.
But it made a difference in his life.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
I want to go to that overhead again and just tell you that we're really excited about the program coming up on Wednesday, October the 24th from 10 to 2 o'clock at Malcolm X College.
Yes.
And if you don't know where Malcolm X College is, it's 1900 West Jackson Boulevard. So again, please come out to support it. It's just not for you, because you're going to get something to be able to take back with you to share with other veterans. And that's the biggest piece all the time, is when we share the information.
That's right.
And so we're talking with the great Karen Yarbrough.
Oh, you're kind.
From the Recorder of Deeds office.
Just a servant.
Yeah, but
Just
you
a
know
servant.
what? The service matters so much. I can't say that enough, you know, because, and veterans will tell you that all the time, that, you know, sometimes they go places and they have a hard time getting services. And I tell you, I just had that experience yesterday when I took a veteran to the Veterans of Foreign Wars. You know, I'm not going to take up the time to tell it today, but I can only tell you, and I tell the truth. I don't sugarcoat anything, because it's not fair when you do that to people who want to visit your facility and get genuine services. So I don't sugarcoat it. Yesterday was just a horrible experience with the Veterans of Foreign Wars. And, you know, now I've got to do a lot of things to rectify the assistance that needs to go forth for that veteran. And I told the gentleman, I said, if I were here for myself as a female veteran, I would have got up and walked out. But because that veteran needed help, I had to stay and wound up doing all the paperwork for him in the office where we came to get that service done.
Wow,
I kid
isn't
you
that
not.
something?
It was horrible. It was horrible. But like I said, I don't want to take up the time with that. I'm really excited about the program on October the 24th, next week, next Wednesday.
It is next Wednesday.
And
it's
then
coming
they're
up
going to
fast.
be, yes.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
You know, I need to say that, you know, we also have some vendors there that have some employment opportunities.
Yes, yes.
So we need to say that. I know Caterpillar is one of them that's going to be there. So we've got employment and vocational training classes there.
Yes, the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs. I mean, the Illinois Department of Employment Security.
You brought up women veterans.
Yes.
We also have resources for women veterans, and that's very important as well.
Yes, it is.
We have emergency services, health and wellness, screenings, networking, educational benefits. It runs the gamut.
It does.
You know, so, you know, you come there, you spend a few hours, you get all of this great information and take it home. We only ask that you share it.
Yes. Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, you know, just working with your staff on this resource fair and workshops and everything, it's, you know, you get more excited each day because someone comes up with another idea. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. And so, you know, it is really working. And this is going to be the best fair that they've had in a long time.
Well, I'm looking forward to
you know, we applaud you. And
thank you.
You know, thank you so much for keeping the initiative going, you know, because this is not the first time you've done this.
No,
I think it's like 3 years since you started this initiative.
Yes.
And, you know, it grows and grows each time you do it. You know, and it gets better and better. I can say that. You know, it gets better and better. I can't say enough
we keep
about
working at it, and it will
yeah.
continue to get
Absolutely.
better. So,
Absolutely.
you know, I'm just hopeful that people will avail themselves, you know, because we put a lot of work and resources into doing this. So, and it's for the people.
Sure
so I would just hope the people would come out and take advantage of what we have here for them.
So if you have a call or a comment, you just want to give the Recorder of Deeds a shout out, give us a call at 312-738-1060. And I just want to say something about the National Women Veterans United. We're a very proud organization, the only women veterans the only women veterans center in the state of Illinois, and we were very proud of that center. We are, you know, and we just happened upon it just from a merit grant. It wasn't a large grant, but it was a grant that allowed us to open up that center. We've been working with homeless women veterans, those that are at risk. We hold the only stand down for women veterans, you know, in the state. We also have a lot of affiliations with Indiana women also, because they say that they don't get all the services that Cook County gets, so we've been trying to work with them, and they'll probably come out also.
That'd be great.
Yeah, it would be
great,
you know,
to have them.
And so we also are working with the America's Heroes group, and I know you've been on that show, or will be on that show soon.
Yes.
Looking forward to hearing you again, because you know, the more information you give out, the more important it is for those to share that information. So I just want to talk about that for a hot minute also. The host of the America's Heroes group is Cliff Kelly. The show is run out of WVON and iHeart. So it's been since the last couple of weeks that I've been with them. We've had like over 100 and something viewers, you know.
Wow.
So this Saturday we'll be talking about the Kevlers to careers again this weekend. So we'll have more people that will be tuning in to that. You know, they're engaging and empowering all of the community veterans together. So, you know, we have roundtable panelists. We talk about different issues, and those same issues, they will be able to see some results and get those resources at your event on October the 24th at Malcolm X. So we can't say enough about that again. And so, you know, we have a lot of things that we do at the Women Veterans Center. We started the Zumba class.
Nice.
And we're trying to embark now on doing a business cohort. You know, I've been talking to the Women Business Development Center, and hopefully, you know, we'll be able to get that off the ground sometime in the future. We have a luncheon coming up. It's called the Red, White, and Blue Awards Luncheon that we're doing. We also are doing a mental health first aid class on this Saturday for those who want to get a certification in mental health, because, you know, some of the things that we recognize is that a lot of our veterans come back not well. So when they come on Wednesday the 24th to this event, there's going to be help there for them as well, because there are resources there from the different community partners that will be able to assist them in different things, like in housing as well. You know, we didn't talk about housing, but we know that there's some advocates for housing along with the VA and the HUD VASH program. So we're really excited about it. You know, we can't say enough about it. We're going to be doing a NWBU will be doing a breast cancer awareness piece also. We said we could not let October go by without acknowledging
exactly right.
that, you know. So we have that going on as well. And, you know, we're also doing things in other counties with other women veterans and military also. In fact, we're getting ready to change our membership to allow those who are still serving that are wearing a uniform to become members for free. You know,
that's
so
wonderful.
because we feel like we're not reaching out to them enough. You know, some are getting ready to retire. Some are coming home from deployment. You know, people think that they're not still being deployed places. They're being deployed all over the world. You know, Africa is one of them. You know, and so they're still in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they'll be coming home. You know, and we're hoping that some of those military women will be coming to this event on Wednesday, October the 24th, so that they too can receive these services. I did send the information out to the Family Readiness Group out at Fort Sheridan, so we're hoping that they're passing that information along too. You know, so it's a lot of work that's being put into your event.
You brought up housing, and I'd like to just say a word about housing. There's so much need out there for safe, affordable housing for veterans and for anybody pretty much. And you know, there's some culprits out there doing some really bad things too as well. You know, and so fraud is rampant. And we also have a program where we tell people how they can safeguard. They can sign up for free for our free property fraud alert program, and that will allow them to know that if anybody has stolen their home. Now, when I say that, you imagine a house being taken off, but It has happened to people. There's one house in Cook County that's stolen every week.
Wow.
And so we have a program, and I'm sure they'll have the bookmarks there where people can pick up one of those. They can sign up for free, and it's a fraud alert. So it'll let you know if anything has changed on your title to your home.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to throw that out there because that's something, that's another one of our programs that we talk about.
I'll be looking for that myself.
Yeah. And then we also, you know, people don't like to talk about death, but it happens. It's going to. Nobody will argue with you on that.
Absolutely.
But we have a new instrument where you can transfer your home without going through probate.
Yes.
And going through probate, you know, is a long, lengthy process, and it costs a lot of money.
Yes.
So we also have that, and we're teaching people how to take care of your business before, you know, because, you know, after the funeral, you know what comes?
There you go.
The fight.
That's right.
Okay, so we don't have to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
So just wanted to throw that in.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because I'll be looking for that for myself and for my family as well.
Sure.
So thank you for that.
Okay.
So we're wrapping up, and I want to let you just go on and just say any last words that you'd like to say.
Okay, I just want people to come out.
We look forward to your transition.
Oh,
you know,
thank you.
We'll be following you as well.
Thank you.
We really enjoy the things that you're doing, and we're so proud of you.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the transition, but I don't want to lose any of what we've done at the recorder's office.
Absolutely.
So there'll be an interim person in, and I'm going to sit that person down and tell them they must continue these different programs. People look for us to do this now, and we've made it a part of the recorder's office, and we want it to continue. I will regain this office in 2 years, you know, because I'll have to consolidate the two. So if they don't do it, I'm not going to be a happy camper, but I think they will. You know, I trust that they understand that we've been doing this for a long time now. People come to look for these resources in that office. So please come out. Come out on Wednesday, October 24th from 10 to 2, Malcolm X College, and get this free stuff.
Yes. So my name is Rochelle Crump, President of the National Women Veterans United, and you can reach us at 773-872-7150, or you can go to www.nwvu.org and look for the National Women Veterans United. We look to see you on next Wednesday. Thank you.